Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are fine. So today we are going to learn the parts and functions for an animal cell. So we have some objectives. We would be able to give a definition of description of cells. We would be labeling the parts of an animal cell and we would be identifying the function of each part of the animal cell. So what are the topics we are going to cover? We would be covering definition of cell, what is an animal cell, and the parts and functions of an animal cell. So these are the topics we are going to cover in our video. First, let's talk about the definition of a cell. What is a cell? It is a small compartment that holds all of the biological equipment necessary to keep an organism alive. The first dead cells were found by Robert Hooke in the year 1665. So this is mainly about the cell. What is a cell? Now let's get to know about the animal cell. What is the animal cell? Animal cells are the eukaryotic cells with a relatively large cells with a nucleus and specialized structures called organelles. Eukaryotic meaning that they have a well defined nucleus, but and the other type is the prokaryotic cells in which the nucleus are not well defined, it just flows from here and there. But these animal cells have defined nucleus that says that they are eukaryotic cells. Their structures that are organelles, they perform various functions which we would be later knowing in this video only. So let's know about the parts and functions of the animal cell. So first part that we come across is the cell membrane. What is a cell membrane? A cell membrane surrounds the cell and is responsible for regulating what is moving in and out of the cell. In a better way, I can say that when something needs to come inside or go outside of the cell, it has to pass through a cell membrane. Cell membrane is a semi-permeable membrane that allows only some materials to go pass through it. Also, it gives the cell a definite shape and protects it from the outer surroundings. Nucleus. Nucleus, it contains most of the cell's genetic material. The majority of the nucleus is filled with chromatin. So nucleus is, I would say, the brain of the cell, the center of the cell, the brain of the cell that is actually controlling all the activities that are going within a cell. It contains all the genetic material that is the DNA. Full form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. So chromatin contains these all things. Also, nucleic acid is present in the nucleus. Next, we have the endoplasmic reticulum. So, it is an organelle of cells that forms a network of membranes. They are important for many cellular processes such as protein production, lipids production. Lipids are used for the making of cell membrane. And endoplasmic reticulum is of two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is involved with ribosomes forming proteins, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum forms lipids. Now let's talk about mitochondria. They are one of the most important of all organelles. The role is to produce energy currency through respiration. What is the energy currency? Energy currency is the adenosine triphosphate, also known as ATP molecules. Mitochondria, we can say, is the powerhouse of the cell as it oxidizes food to provide us energy. It provides cell the energy, which in turn provides us the energy. So, mitochondria, we can say, one of the most important organelles. Without it, the cell could not exist and it would die. Lysosomes. They are the stomach of the cell. Their role is to break down waste materials and cellular debris. Also, we can say they are the stomach, but we can also say that they are the garbage cells, garbage part of the cells as they take out the waste materials of the cell, right? And even when there is an inflation in metabolism activities, so what they do, their enzymes burst and they eat up their own cell. So that is why they are also known as the suicide bags of the cell. They are made of Golgi apparatus. Now, what is Golgi apparatus? It is another set of membranes that serves important functions, including modifying protein and transporting substances out of the cell. It was discovered by Camillo Golgi, and thus its name comes from the scientist who discovered it. It transports the proteins and lipids formed by the endoplasmic reticulum, and thus it is known as one of the transportation activities parts of the cell. So this is about the Golgi apparatus. Now let's talk about the centrioles. They are hollow tubes that give organelles their shapes. The main function of centrioles is to help chromosomes move inside the cell. So mainly these centrioles are hollow tubes that give organelles their shape. Organelles, not the cells, but the organelle shape is determined by the centrioles. And they help in the movement of chromosomes. Now we should move next to know about the vacuoles. So let's move now forward and learn about the vacuoles. So they are enclosed compartments that are filled with water containing organic and inorganic molecules. So vacuoles we can say take up food, waste, everything. Right? They are filled with water, food, nutrients, organic and inorganic molecules. Now, these were some of the things, but there are many like plastids that contain chlorophyll, known as the kitchen of cells, chloroplasts, and there are many other parts of the cell, but these were the major ones. So, I hope you learned something new today, and until then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and stay safe.